bopa modimo power high moya oh halalela ang thoma lefatsheng lena ka morero le sepheo
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Nice guys, it's that time of the month with just white brushes there and there, and we're waiting for the last day of the month so that is over sorted. But okay, we're here now. No bad hair day will make us not record this. No bad hair day. We will continue. It is what it is. Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. If you are new here, I am Noloyiso Matomana and this is Mom and Baby's channel. We talk about everything that has to do with kids. I have two kids right now, an 8-month-old and a 2-year-old, right? And then to my returning subbies, to my family. Welcome family, welcome back. It's so good to see you again. Guys, in today's video, we're talking about potty training. If you see me looking on the side, just know that I'm looking on my notes because I have my scribbled notes on, right? So in today's video, we're talking about potty training. I started potty training about a week ago. That was on a Saturday, the 14th of October, 2023. Was I ready? No. Was it planned? No. So what happened? Like what actually happened? We were doing our typical weekend shopping where we were topping up our snack, and then Lakhe spotted a potty at the shop and he insisted that he wanted that potty, right? Long story short, I bought the potty and we went back home. We started using the potty same day, that was the 14th. So we used the potty for roughly, I would say roughly 6-7 hours on the first Saturday. It was a mess, and as I've said, I was not ready, so I was frustrated with all the accidents that were happening, him slipping up, the mess that he was doing during his potty time. So it was just a mess. I was honestly not ready. But because he led me to start, because he's been showing signs that he wants to start a potty. So I thought, let me just go for it, right? Because I've caught him several times taking off his nappy and trying to climb to a toilet seat or using a bucket. So to me, that was several signs that this child is actually ready to potty train. But was I ready? Definitely not. At the same time, I didn't want to feel like I'm forcing him to potty train. So what happened on Saturday, that's day 1 to day 2, we had a lot of accidents. I was frustrated. He will tell me that he wants to pee, but he's already wet. And he will come to me telling me that he wants to poop, but he's already started pooping. It was just a lot, guys. Day 1 and day 2 were frustrating for me, honestly. And but we pushed, and because I told myself if I'm not ready, then I'll just have to pull myself together and just be ready, right? So day 3 to day 5, things got better. He was more consistent. He would tell me on time that he wants to actually poo, or he wants to pee, and then I will take him to the potty station and he will release himself, right? And then the accidents starting to kind of become fewer, like they were lesser and lesser on day 3 and day 5. And then day 6 to day 7, oh my God, there was a day that we did not even have one accident, hey? So accidents became lesser, and most of the time accident will happen. Maybe it will be once in a day or none in some days. But mostly accidents happen when it's screen time. So when he's watching his cartoons or his nursery songs, he would just slip up and tell me later on, or I would start smelling something like that odor. And then I will ask him, like, hey, what's going on? Did you poop? Yes, mommy. So I think that's when he will also realize that he has messed up on his pants. So I would, what I've picked up is that when he is focusing on the screen, he forgets everything that's around him. Like, I would call him several times as well, he would not hear me. So screen time were the most times where we had accidents between day 5 and day 6 and day 7, right? Because we're 7 days in it now. We are now starting day 8 tomorrow. So that was that. And things that I have learned in the process. It was quite tricky. I have learned that I need to be more open-minded. I have learned that I need to try and be calmer in the situations, because more than anything, this was also a learning curve for him. So it was actually learning that was taking place, right? So I just needed to be open-minded and just give him the benefit of a doubt. And also consistency is crucial. I can't now say, because we just had an accident, so you're going back to the nappy and no, today we're not gonna do anything because yesterday was a mess. So I just needed to always be consistent. I just needed to always push, though I was not ready as well. I needed to push, do some research on it. And yeah, and then one other thing is that helped me was whenever he uses the potty correctly, I will cheer him up. And I will like, yeah, well done, like a high five. And then we will do the high five. And then he will get excited. And then he will want to use the potty again. Like, so I think for me, cheering him up was more of another way to say, you've got this, my child, like you can do it. Let's do more. You can do better than the last time. So that kind of encouraged him to use the potty more often and to use it correctly as well. Right. And I've also learned to be quick to respond, because at some point, especially between day 1 and day 4, I was like, are you sure? Do you really want to pee? Or I would take time to actually respond to him when he said he wants to pee. Then sometimes accident will happen, because I didn't know how long he has held the pee or the poop. So now I'm learning, the minute he says he wants to go and sit, then I immediately take him to the potty to sit and just get him ready, right? Things that I have stopped using. Initially, I would be frustrated, like I've mentioned. I would scream and yell, but I realized that it's throwing him back. So I needed to kind of tone down on my frustrations and my yelling. So I've stopped that. So if we have an accident, we just say, uh-oh. I know it sounds funny, but yeah. So whenever we have an accident, we just say, uh-oh, what was that? And then we kind of clean it up. So for me, I've noticed that he's no longer so frustrated, and I'm also not as frustrated as I used to be when I was yelling and going on, right? So we just laugh about the accident, we clean it up, and we move on, right? And I've also stopped, because initially I was using toilet paper to wipe him off when he's done relieving himself. But now I've realized that his bums are not really ready for the toilet paper. So I've gone back to using wipes again, and then I will just wrap the wipe and put it in the bin like I would do with the nappy. So those are the things that I've stopped doing. And then things that I did, I would constantly check up on him just to make sure that doesn't he want to pee, doesn't he want to poop, is he okay? And I've also made sure that from day 2, I've also made sure that the potty is visible, like it's in a visible station. Even if he's playing, he can see it. Even if he's doing anything else, he can see it, so that he becomes aware that he needs to use it, so that it reminds him that he actually needs to use the potty, right? And then I've also encouraged him to learn to clean after himself. When he's done peeing, he needs to take the pee to the main toilet seat and then flush, wash his hands, rinse the potty and wash his hands, right? So those are the small things that I'm trying to encourage him and make sure that he learns at a very early age so that he gets used to it. And then one other thing, yeah, that's about it. And then, do I enjoy potty training? Yes and no. The reason I'm saying yes and no, it's similar to cleaning nappies, but it's also more work, but slowly getting better, especially on the initial days, like the first few days. It's more work, but as it gets better, it becomes less. So yes, I do enjoy potty training. It's really it's fun times for us. We get to bond and get to see him learning. I will be sharing some videos, few clips there and there of him actually getting seated on the potty, just few things that the drama that he does, and also the mess that he does, like how he messes with my toilet paper, how he plays with water, how he plays with my toilet spray. So yeah, but other than that, it's fun times. We're still going strong. We are now starting day 8 of potty training. That's tomorrow. I will definitely update you when we are about a month again, just to continue and tell you how are things going. So I hope you enjoyed the following videos. So on that note, guys, that's it from me to you. It's Toodles.